Okay, so the first thing I want to point out is, did everyone else notice that yesterday they worked out that 35,000 years ago, people were able to amputate limbs and not die? Which is better than most of the Middle Ages. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So, you know, these Paleolithic peoples, they weren't completely incompetent, as it turns out. All right, so we are going to be playing Wurm. Allow me to hold up if I can get it. I should probably turn on my background, then it'll work. Hold on. This is Wurm. How do I choose a virtual background? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
None. Yeah, there we go. This is Wurm. Wurm. Okay, this is what we're playing. I think the Northern Lights are appropriate for this game, so I'll leave them on. So Wurm's fascinating because it's from France. It's been translated into English. A couple of you will notice straight away that everything is in the male pronoun. So the rules are written up with he everywhere. So just, just don't want to say anything beyond, just noting that there's a pretty heavy focus on the male pronoun in the book. The second thing to say about the book is the guy who wrote the game did all the art for it. It's amazing. He's clearly super passionate about the period. He's done all this research. Everyone else's complaint about the game is that it could have just been a really good historical game. You didn't need all the mystical, magical shit. You could have just gone with Paleolithic setting. You could have added in something like Forbidden Lands travel rules so that you had a whole sort of survival in the wilderness kind of vibe. We're not going with that argument. We're taking the opposite approach. We're going to buy fully into shamanistic magic in all of its flavors and forms. We're going to ride that wave. We're not going to deny it. We're going to embrace it and see if it works better. The game system is incredibly simple to a large extent. It's a target number system. So average difficulty of 7 goes up and down depending on the complexity of the task. And you roll 2d6 as a base. Because you're Paleolithic peoples who have already made it to teenagerhood or a late teenagerhood, you're assumed to be able to survive in the wilderness with a fair degree of skill, because if you couldn't, you'd be dead by now. So everyone can start a fire, hunt a fox, set a trap, knows how to, dodge things. In addition to that, all of you have talents and special abilities known as strengths. So each of you has individual strengths, and because you're Longshanks, so Cro-Magnon, Homo sapien sapien, yay, you also get one of 2 strengths that are inherent to that racial type, which is speed of the horse or hand of the ancestors. Hand of the ancestors means you're super good at making shit. Speed of the horse means you're really good at running. Most of you are super good at running. Some of you are super good at making stuff. All of the talents, all of the strengths rather, add a dice. So if the talent is relevant, you roll 3 dice against the target number, not 2. Some talents have additional benefits. So one of you, Dave, I think it's your character, has more stamina than everyone else, because you have the breath of a stag, I think it is, if I remember correctly. And then on top of that, so just to fully embrace the magical system, there's 2 additional things going on. So one is some of you have shamanistic talents, Shaman 1 and Shaman 2. So that is Jess and Rob. I don't know what you called your characters. I just called them Shaman 1 and Shaman 2. So you can go into shamanistic trances, and one of you has the ability to communicate with the spirits. Finally, as a group, you have like a guardian spirit who runs with your group and who you can make special offerings to, and that creates a mana pool. The mana pool reflects how much you've been, observing, doing good things for your spirit. You can draw down on that mana pool. Here's a surprise. You can draw down on it. Each point you draw down gives you a dice. So you can get up to 4 dice for a roll. If the mana pool reaches 0, however, you've angered the spirit and you will be cursed. So, just saying. All right. So that is the rundown of the system. You're all members of the Seine River tribe and members of the Otter clan. And your guardian spirit is, of course, an otter.
Nice.
So, who may or may not be a drunkard. Might get into alcohol. I'm just saying. So, if we are comfortable with that quick rundown, does anyone have any questions on the rules?
Probably all of them.
I'm sure I'll have lots. When it comes to it, just tell us what to do.
Let's tell you what to do. Now, the one thing that I haven't put on your character sheets is equipment, in particular weapons. Because we're playing this pretty light and fast, and because actually I don't really care about weapons. So basically you have access to 3 types of weapons, and your characters can all kind of make your own choices about which ones or any you have. One is you can have a bone knife or a flint knife. That'll do a d6 damage. Most of you are carrying hunting spears. They do 2d6 damage and can be thrown because you're long shanks, you can throw things. The third item, and only Dave's character has it, is Dave actually has a war club. So a war club does, let me just check. War club. Yeah, so it does a d6 plus 2, Dave.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
However, it has taboos. So women can't touch your club. I'm just leaving it out there. Just gonna say, children and women cannot touch your war club. It would be unacceptable and tainted, and then you would have to purify it.
I think this is where you say, good night, everybody.
I'm taking my
Look,
war
I
club.
would have.
I'll be in my
I
bag.
would not have survived. Sorry, go ahead.
What were you saying, Dave? Sorry.
I would not have survived growing up in Canberra in the 70s and 80s if this was the level of double entendre that put me off. I'm just putting it out there.
It's true. And I just want to make it very clear, I am reading from the rules as written when I say that. I did not write that. I did not. That is what the rules say. Your war club, women can't touch it. Okay. So, has everyone given their character a name? And is it the same name that they were using for their medieval character? Because I endorse that decision if that is what you've chosen to do.
Close enough. I just removed letters.
Okay, so you're still some version of Thomason?
Yeah.
Okay. Dave, have you given your character a name?
I have.
And
It's
what is
burnt.
that name? It's burnt.
It's burnt.
Right.
Like burnt with a G.
Right, okay, good.
It should be monosyllabic. I'm leaning into it.
Okay, no, that's good. Good. I've been listening to someone singing in not Hittite. What is it? Oh God. Anyway, it's a Sumerian language. It's one of the Sumerian languages. Someone's published a song. It's very cool. So very monosyllabic. Ross, what is the name of your character?
Desmond. There must have been Desmond's 5,000 years ago.
Yeah, that's it. That's ride that
Runs in
wave.
the family.
Ride that wave. Jess?
I'm just doing a variation. I'm going to go Gabrith.
Gabrith, nice. Jason, sticking with Beatrice, I see there. You're on mute, but other than that, we love you. Are you physically on mute? Have you accidentally... Maybe. Okay, we'll assume that they're called Beatrice and they're comfortable while they work out their sound issues. And maybe they just
Okay,
move.
can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know
Loud.
what's going on. For some reason, I must have. It'll be because I was recording music the other day and I messed around with the settings on this. I'll have to fix it later. But
Okay.
using my headset again.
Okay, so messing around with audio settings, just saying. And Rob, what is the name of your character?
Galmeed.
What is it?
Garlmede.
Galmeed. If it would be okay for those of you, Toma, nice. If Rob, if you could add your name to your Zoom profile, please. Thus enabling me to remember.
Jeez, want everything.
I spent the whole day planning a giant release, and then I did character sheets. You can put your name on the Zoom
Very
file.
good.
You can put your name on the Zoom
Name
file.
on the Xerox.
Not a big ask. Okay, so you are a group of important members of your tribe. The lead hunter, possibly the lead, two lead hunters, actually. I think Gurnt is not so much a hunter. He is the warrior of the group. Toma, I think, is... Who's the brains? Oh, Beatrice is the brains. That's right. Toma is the one that no one talks about or likes and is on the edge of the community at all times, waiting to be thrown out. Desmond is happy-go-lucky, cheerful, loved by everyone. I hope you noticed I gave you, a few abilities there.
My favorite was softness of the auto, where I can massage people to feel so they can feel better.
I am really hoping we lead into that one at some point in an age-appropriate way.
Of course.
But after the last adventure, we need actually, I'm not going to go there. I'll just stop now.
Yes. Don't feel bad about your club being touched.
Well, Desmond can touch the club. That's all I'm saying. I'm just leaving it out. Okay. And can't touch this. Very nice background. Thank you. Writing it in. Jess, you are you're the lead shaman. You're the older shaman.
I am.
They're very serious and respected.
And I found a really awesome shaman picture
Oh, okay.
online for my avatar. Like, she's even got like the fringe and like bones on her head. Oh my gosh.
Very beautiful. Channeling. Beatrice is a very good hunter. Very, very perceptive. And Galmeed
Yeah, I see shit.
is the younger shaman, the up and coming shaman, maybe looking for an opportunity to take over the shaman's role.
Mm.
I mean, the other shaman is old.
Yeah, super old.
Yeah. Actually,
25 moons.
Yeah, that's right. 40 moons. Old.
Sorry, 40 moons.
40 plus moons. Yeah. All right. So you're in your encampment. You're amongst your tribe. You're on the River Seine. So sort of, mid-France kind of area. It is the Ice Age. Somewhere to the south of you, the last of the bear people, Homo neanderthalis, our dearly departed cousins, are struggling for their last breaths, while you are surrounded by aurochs and woolly rhinos and various other large animals that will eventually fall to our avaricious blade. Your community is part of a greater civilization known as the Gravitans. Gravitian culture, which is a sort of meta culture that goes almost all the way across Northern Europe and into Russia. So you're actually pretty firmly established. The community itself, you've got effectively the equivalent of teepees. They're reasonably warm, and you're all in those teepees. When there's a cold, blasting wind that brings this visitor to your community, she is beautiful, stunning even. Dark raven hair, smoky eyes, the most beautiful reindeer pelt dress you've ever seen. She strides into camp like she owns it, and she makes a beeline directly for, of course, as she's entering the camp, Toma, you notice her immediately. She's not from around here. She's a visitor from another group, and she's walking in like she owns it. Now, you live on the fringes of the community because no one trusts you. It's hard to be a thief in a primitive Stone Age culture. There's not a lot of people.
The only thief in the village.
She looks at you with her stunning eyes, and she goes, "Tell me, young person, is Gabrith still your shaman?"
They are.
Well, take me to them. We've known each other for many years. All right, so Gabrith lives in a, sort of older teepee, but, smoke. It's not the chieftain's teepee, which is obviously, in the center of the community. It's off to one side. It's kind of left alone because most of the rest of the tribe are scared shitless of Gabrith. But yes, do you take her to Gabrith's tent?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, she just walks through the community. She makes casual eye contact with everyone. She smiles at most of the people. You see most of the people are kind of instantly struck by her beauty and her demeanor. And then inside the tent, obviously, we have Galmeed and Gabrith there studying. Gabrith is currently reprimanding Galmeed for not understanding the basics of potion making or, herbology.
Zathras don't mind.
That's my Coriolis voice. Okay, so, yes. Please, Toma, show them in.
Gabrith.
Huh?
Galmeed,
What?
see who it is.
Can we do this? Can we do that? Okay. I go open the flap to the tent, let some of that ritualistic smoke out.
Yep.
Huh?
And there is
What?
this woman. She is,
Oh,
as the smoke hits her, you see it waft around her body, in sort of almost encasing her in smoke. She's got beautiful black hair. She's stunning to look at. Her face is a picture of absolute perfection. You are stunned for a second as the smoky haze wafts past her face and up into the air. She looks down at you. She's taller than you.
I scurry back inside.
All right.
There's a beautiful woman out there. Really rich. Like you got to see. I'll clean up potions.
Very well. I shall go to the entrance of my tent and see who this visitor is.
Okay. You recognize her instantly. As soon as the TP entrance is pulled open, her name is what will I call her? Susanna. Now, you remember Susanna. She was, how in every sort of group of young shamans practicing their magic and trying to prove themselves to the person who's teaching them. And there's always that one who just seems to get lucky every time. And, who seems stunningly beautiful, super intelligent, super lucky, and may have had the eye of the lead shaman all along, and you were never fated to get that, to really be his preferred apprentice. You know that shaman?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's this one. Right.
Yeah.
So she looks at you. She smiles at you. The first thing you notice is she doesn't look like she's aged a day. She still looks as beautiful as she did when she was, 20 moons younger than she must be right now.
Right.
Whereas you're, of course, bent a little bit and a little bit old. And,
Old. Starting to ache.
Starting to ache. She doesn't look like any of those things. She smiles at you. Her teeth are perfectly white. It's almost offensive.
She's unweathered. She's unweathered.
It's a Tony Curtis smile. That's what I'm going to call it. It's a Tony Curtis smile. Made famous by, those magnificent men and their flying machines.
Yeah.
Exactly. That scene. So, Gabrith.
Huh?
Sister.
Susanna, welcome.
You've
Look.
barely aged a day since I last saw you, she says, looking at you directly.
Why, thank you. You look very well yourself.
Oh, I can't tell a lie. The years, they weigh heavily upon me.
I see. Thank you, Toma, for bringing this visitor to me. Susanna, would you enter?
Oh, I would love to. And she steps into the teepee. She looks around the teepee like she owns it. You already hate her. I mean, you hated her before she arrived. You hated her for the last 2 years.
It's just like, I don't like you back then.
She looks around. Oh, I see you've taken on an apprentice.
Yes, this is Gulmead. Gulmead.
Yes. Yeah.
Boil water for tea.
I've already got the sage and the berries ready.
Good.
The water's on.
Good.
Now,
Okay.
Garmeed, can I ask what your
Seat.
disfigurement is? Because you are disfigured.
Well, you did say I had like facial disfigurement.
Sure.
I mean,
You got-
I'm happy for hand disfigurement to go with Dr. Mead.
Oh, yes. Why not? Yes. Okay, yes. A hand disfigurement.
So,
But it's
yeah,
horrific to look upon.
exactly. It's
What
kind
did
of
you fall
clawed.
in Did you fall in the fire when you were a baby?
Oh, yes. That's good.
Mm.
Yes, okay, we'll go with that.
Or maybe an accident with a stone axe.
Yeah,
Mm, mm, mm.
maybe both.
Maybe a little bit of your lower
Yes.
jaws missing.
Your,
So,
your
so
stone
you get,
knapping skills are impressive, but we need to work on your coordination.
That's right.
I was
Um,
caught napping,
Literally.
literally. Ah!
All right.
Yeah, so some hand deformity there.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
kind of see.
Crunched in.
Yeah,
A clawed hand. Okay.
exactly.
And of course, you're lame, Gabriel.
Yes,
It's a hard road to be a shaman.
it is. There's a
Yep.
price to be paid.
Yeah. She looks at you. I see. You've done yourself well here in the River Seine.
Yes. We do very well here. Our people are happy and well fed. What of you? How are
Well-
your people?
Well, sister, I actually have come to you to request your aid. My tribe are under a terrible curse, and I need the assistance of a shaman of great skill and experience to help me deal with this curse.
I see.
Yes. Some spirit has been stalking my peoples, and I fear that it is some angry, evil spirit risen up from the darkened lands and brought upon the earth, and I need the assistance of another shaman and possibly even more than a shaman to help me hunt down this spirit and end it so that my people might live in peace.
Yes. It sounds like a terrible danger has come to your people. When did it first appear?
Oh, it was several weeks ago now, and that is why I made this trip. I'd heard your name mentioned at the last great trade meeting and believed that perhaps you might be able to, remembering our fond memories of studying together, you know, for Hazar, our old master, I instantly remembered you and thought of you. I'm sure you have similar memories of our great times together.
Yes, of course I remember our times with our master. How formative they were.
Yes. I'm sure he taught you as much as he taught me.
And yes, I have learned much upon the path these last years.
Yes, so have I, she says. So, will you speak with me to your leaders so that you might help my tribe?
Before we can go to the tribe, I will need to know more about the spirit. Come, let us sit and drink tea.
All right. Do you want to make a roll for me, please? So
Yes.
It's the base 2 dice, but I think, do you have kind of knowledge of spirits ability? I think you do. A talent?
I've got contact spirits and
No,
talent.
in your strengths. So scroll up.
Scrolling up, strengths. Yes, I do. I've got Eye of the Panther.
Which allows you to sort of be more knowledgeable about spirits than most people.
Inspired by the spirit of the panther, character shows an innate knowledge of the spirits and is able to communicate with them very easily. He's therefore granted a 1d6 bonus for all his contact with the spirit tests.
Okay, but I'll also allow it to add to, you know, sort of understanding of spirits in more general terms. So do you want to roll 3 dice for me, please?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Roll. Okay, I got a 5, 2, and a 3.
Okay. So average difficulty is 7. It goes up in increments of 3, goes down in increments of 3. So 13, 10, that sort of thing. So, all right. So she seems very cagey. So the thing you recognize straight away, she's being very cagey about describing the spirit in any great detail.
Yeah.
Like she's obviously holding back here. But what you're able to ascertain is it's some sort of it's not like it's not a curse. It's actually killing people. Like it's actually a spirit in physical form. So it's manifesting in some way.
Manifesting.
So it's attacking people and killing them, which means it's incarnate. So normally that means the spirit possessing something. So spirits don't have physical form, so it normally would mean it's possessing something else and then attacking people.
Okay.
Right.
Which means the body could be just killable.
Yeah.
But the spirit might just move on to another body. So there is the whole kill the body, maybe not the spirit thing.
Yeah. So needing to do some kind of containment.
Yeah, and it's attacked 3 people.
Okay. So while we're drinking our tea and I'm working all this out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Susanna, I do believe you will need help with this. But I think that myself alone will not be enough. Garlandmead will have to come with me, of course. But we shall need strong warriors and trackers.
Yes, I agree with you, Gabreth. I think this is true.
Mm. It seems that the spirit has taken a physical form, embodied a host. We shall have to destroy the spirit, but we need others to destroy the form for us.
Okay.
This is a great thing that you are asking of myself and my people.
It is.
And it shall leave my own people unprotected while I'm gone.
Well, perhaps my people would owe your people a great favor.
Do you have the ability to promise such a favor to our chieftain?
I am the shaman of my tribe, and the chieftain listens to the words that I share. So yes, I have that ability. I can make that commitment.
Then let us go before the chief.
Excellent. Okay, so hey, by the way, can I get so Gabreth?
Yeah.
Oh, not Gabreth, sorry, hold on. Galmeed.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Yeah.
you want to make a roll as well? I note in passing you have an ability to detect enchantment and magic around other people.
Oh, do I?
You do. Read your strengths. Magic of the rhinoceros.
Magic of things, enchanted weapons and charms better than anyone. Oh, okay. Enchantment. There you go. Sure. I
Could
can
you
do
roll 3 dice for me, please?
that. Okay. These would be 3d6, wouldn't they?
It would, yes.
Aha!
No! You detect there is both curse and blessing upon Susanna.
Mm,
She is under the effect of a great blessing and a great curse.
Okay. I can probably guess what her blessing is. But what does she pay in return? Okay. I'll wait for an opportune time to inform Gabreth
Right.
when we're
Okay.
not quite near her, the blessed cursed one.
Okay. So you head. So Gabreth, do you take them? Do you call the tribe together? Do you go to the chieftain? What do you want to do?
Yes, I'm going to call the tribe together, and because this will have to be decided amongst the whole community.
It will.
Yeah.
So the community gathers around you, summoned by Gabreth. So that's all of you now. So Desmond, Gert, Toma, Beatrice, you find yourselves in amongst the crowd of your tribe. You're a big tribe. There's probably 50 or 60 of you, so reasonably sizable. And yes, you've already heard the description of Susanna. She's stunning. Gabreth, how do you introduce Susanna, who stands up to talk, of course?
All right. So I make my respects to the chieftain and to the people of the tribe.
To the otters. Don't forget the otters, lady.
Oh, yes. And call out to the ancestors to be present with us and our totem otter to guide us in our deliberations.
By the way, she's blessed and cursed, the woman.
I nod my head.
Okay, I'll go down here now.
And then I'll introduce Susanna. When I was young and training many years ago under my master in the path, Susanna was also training alongside me. I have known her many years. You may have met with her before at the meets between our peoples, and she has come to us today to ask for our help with a grave problem facing her tribe. And then I'll let her speak.
Okay, she stands up and with a voice that is sultry, soft, seductive, and yet somehow is heard through the entire crowd. She speaks of a great darkness that has come upon her people, but she is also concerned that that darkness, if not contained, will spread to all of the members of the Otters clan and others on the River Seine. And she begs for the assistance and help of the tribe. She knows that it is a massive request that she makes, but she assures them all that they will be repaid in kind when this spirit is driven back. She promises many seal pelts from the ocean in return for the assistance of the Otter clan in destroying the spirit, and in particular asks the chieftain allows Gabreth to come and assist her in driving out the spirit. Everyone is very persuaded. She's a very persuasive speaker. Half of the tribe are already falling in love with her, Gabreth. Some people are already beginning to wonder, why do they get such a great shaman? Why do we get the old crotchety one?
She's dreamy. I bet she doesn't even smell of rotting meat.
No, she does not smell of rotting meat. She smells of beautiful seal fat. Just soft and
Sweet,
supple.
sweet seal fat.
Rich
Sweet
seal
seal fat.
fat, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Actually,
a
to be
hint
fair,
of lavender.
it's probably not seal fat. It's probably otter fat, but you guys don't know that. Different clan. So the chieftain of the tribe, persuaded by this amazing woman, the chieftain's wife, less persuaded, but very keen to see this woman leave the tribe as quickly as possible. More than happy to see her walk off. Also steps up and speaks on behalf of the woman. It is agreed amongst the tribe that we will send our best hunter, our best warrior, the shaman, and obviously the shaman's apprentice will learn much by traveling along, and we will send someone to carry stuff with them. Which of course is Toma's role. There's also a quiet hope in the tribe that if Toma goes with the rest of them, if someone doesn't come back, it might be Toma. Dangerous out there in the woods.
And all our stuff.
Oh no, Toma, don't go out into the woods alone. Whatever would you do?
Whatever would we do if something happened to you?
Yeah.
We're going to take the perilous path along the sheer cliff, by the way.
That's right. And you find yourselves gathered around Susanna, this stunning woman who clearly, has impressed all of you, except for possibly Gabreth, who might not be quite so impressed, or might be impressed, but not in the same way as the rest of you.
She gives her eyes to gleam.
Okay, so it's 3 days trek across the sort of icy cold landscape to this tribe's lands. What, if anything, are you doing to prepare?
Gonna need some poultices.
Does anybody need a pre-adventure massage?
Well, Susanna does.
Oh.
Susanna will
Fine,
take a
but don't touch
pre-adventure.
the club, okay?
Oh, keep it out of the keep your hands off that club. Susanna will happily, rub up against your hands.
I'm happy to give her a healing rub down. It also says, it's my favorite part. It says, anyone spending at least 1 hour in the evening being deloused, massaged, or stroked by the character gets 1d6 stamina points back during the night. So I can.
Oh,
But yeah,
nice.
I'm happy to. I'm happy to offer my services to the stunning shaman from.
Yeah.
The,
Can I get a 3 dice roll from you as well, please, while you're, working her muscles
And preening.
and preening.
a 2, 5, and 1.
So it's at 8.
8, yeah, sorry, 8. Yeah.
All right, she's carrying a lot of stress. Desmond, you can tell she's carrying a lot of stress. Muscles are very stiff. There's a lot of stress there. She's very thankful though at the end of the massage. Yep. Got to get in there with the elbows. Yeah, possibly even walk on her. It's very clear she's carrying a lot of stress. So, what about the rest of you? So, Desmond has offered free massages for the whole group, which is very generous of the physio.
Yeah.
Selfless.
Yeah.
Physios.
Galmead is going to have to assist me, I feel.
Right.
And I
You're doing
need
the
to
trans
go.
thing?
I'm going to have a visionary dream tonight.
Are you going to actually contact the spirits? Is that the plan here? Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What about Beatrice, Toma, Gert doing anything? Getting ready?
In my talents and special skills, it says I have talent with skin craft, so I'm probably going to make sure that everybody's footwear is appropriately sturdy.
Nice.
Mm.
Getting in there with the can I get a 2 dice roll from you, please, as you prep people's footwear. I'm loving the footwear.
Fresh herbs to stuff the shoes with. Yeah.
I do it very badly.
Okay, yeah. No, there's no issues with these shoes. They'll be fine for 3 days.
Good. Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing.
Gert or
Threes
Beatrice,
Threes
are
of
you
3, that's
doing-
good, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I
three's
am
a
going
good
to
run.
be. Yeah. I am going to be, because I have the hand of the ancestors. So I'm a
Right.
crafts folk.
Yeah.
I'm going to be getting our bags and packs ready, making sure that
Okay.
we've got
Yeah.
good carrying equipment.
Okay. Can I get a 3 dice roll from you, please? Because
Yes,
you get
you
3 dice
can.
because you're skilled.
Yeah.
More skilled than most. Oh, you're rolling real dice.
I am rolling physical dice because I have the option and I love my dice.
Fair.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Wow.
I rolled well.
That's some good packs.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a bit worried about
30
the footwear.
packs. Yeah, the footwear looks a little rough. We should.
You're worried about the footwear, but not enough to fix it. All right. And what about you, Gert? Doing anything to get ready for the trip?
I'll gather the best weapons I can find for the group and pack my least flea-bitten loincloth. It's an important journey after all.
It is. So in
Don't
the
want to get
night.
run by a mammoth in unclean underwear.
Oh, that was just a general one. It wasn't to me. Okay, cool.
So yes, part of the preparation for Gabrith is, of course, painting her skin with designs and everything like that. And yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm going to be drinking some yarrow tea before bed tonight to bring on prophetic dreams and help me to contact the spirit world in my dreams.
Okay.
The special mushrooms as well.
No, just the yarrow
Okay.
tonight. Yeah. just
Lightweight
the-
dreams.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to be too incapacitated tomorrow.
Do you want like the cheese before bedtime as well? You want
No.
that kind of dream? Okay.
Not that
All
kind of dream.
All right.
Okay.
You
Bit
can
of
I?
drumming. Dun,
can I-
dun,
Oh,
dun,
getting
dun,
the drums in.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Contact the spirits. You'll need to make a roll for me, please. I'm just going to go there now. Wow. The power of the spirits. Oh yeah, that's the mana pool. Yeah, we're not worried about that. Ooh, sorcery. We should have that one. Contact the spirits. Blah 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 blah.
Handful of leaves in the fire.
3 dice.
Yeah. So
And
that's
a
with
dice
my
and a dice for prepping.
for prepping. Okay.
And are you trying to contact your guardian spirit?
Yeah.
The otter spirit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to see if they can guide me in any way.
Okay.
No.
It's actually pretty easy to talk to your guardian spirit, so that's
Yeah, so
not a
that's
big test.
12.
So you rolled 12?
Yep.
Yep. Easy peasy. All right. You're a salmon swimming in the water, being played with by an otter. It's a trifle uncomfortable as a dream. It's not good to be the salmon when you're playing with an otter. But the otter is much bigger than you and sort of towers above you in your dream. It licks its lips and looks down upon you. Yes, little sister.
Great otter spirit, guide me, please. There is a spirit that is walking upon the land to the north of us and is harming our brothers and sisters to the north. Do you know this spirit? Can you tell me about it?
Okay. So the spirit looks at you and with very sharp and intelligent eyes, because it's an otter, glances at you and says, I know of this spirit. It is the result of a misdeed.
Huh. A misdeed. And the misdeed allowed it to come through into the world?
It is an angry spirit.
Hmm.
There has been a great wrong.
And justice? Who needs justice?
Well, blinks at you twice. Who is the one who was harmed?
Hmm.
Perhaps if you find out the answer to that question,
Hmm.
you'll know who needs justice.
It is wise advice. Thank you, Otter. Is there anything else that I should know before I travel into the Northlands?
When a man is trapped in a cave and the snow has blocked his way, what would he do to survive?
Hmm.
And then it disappears.
Yep. Clearly, words for me to ponder.
Okay.
Very informative.
The next morning, you wake up, you shoulder your packs and head into the snow-blinded wilderness of France.
Ta-da.
Because it's colder, France, than it is now. Bit
Yeah.
colder. Anyway,
Pick up.
bit colder. You meander your way down the Seine River Valley. Its beauty is hidden from you, although perhaps you find it in the ice and the wind as you cross the interminable cold. Who is leading the group? Who is the pathfinder to take you to the other tribe?
I believe that I am probably best suited for that. I
Does
am
anyone else want to challenge Beatrice for leading the group? And everyone else took a
Nope.
step back. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay. All right.
awesome.
Beatrice,
Yes, I have
Make-
the nose of the wolf.
do you?
I do. I'm an unmatched tracker, able to tell between the tiniest smells and detect almost invisible tracks. And I can also find my way without ever getting lost.
Without ever
Like
getting
it.
lost.
Mhm.
So good.
Okay.
That's why you're the tracker.
So you forge out into the night, into the
Yes.
snow blinding light. At the end of the first day, you realize that your footwear is not suited for this travel. It's falling apart, as a matter of fact. It's almost like someone's unpicked the bindings around the outside edge of the shoes in some cases. You find yourselves freezing cold after the first day's travel.
Tom
Um,
only used half the strands to do the cordage.
What do you do about this? What do you do as a group?
Well, I threw my shoes at Toma.
Okay. Toma, people are throwing their shoes at you. This is not unusual. This is pretty much par for the course.
Standard.
Standard, that's right. I will need you all to I mean, you can't travel across the ice and snow without something wrapped around your feet.
Right. Fluffy bunny slippers.
You might need to trap some animals.
Yeah.
Mm,
Mm.
fox.
Fox will keep your feet warm.
Fox.
Yeah.
Rabbit. Lepan.
That's right.
We're in France.
We're in France. That's right. Need a few bunnies.
Yeah.
I do have an actual talent in hunting.
That's true. You do. Okay, Toma, are you gonna make amends for with people's shoes?
Yeah.
Fluffy.
Okay. Wow.
Find some.
All right. Toma heads out into the night to set snares and traps to catch, little defenseless furry animals that you can then use to encase your feet with.
Right. I'm actually going to try and use my skin craft to repair things anyway.
Oh, okay. Have you got hands of the ancestors there?
Hands of the ancestors.
Are you fleet of foot or hand of the ancestors? Strength.
Oh,
first strength.
okay, yeah. I'm the fleet of foot. So
Fleet of foot.
yeah.
Speed of the horse.
Mm.
All right. Well, you
Yeah.
can
Who's
repair.
the other person with Hand of the Ancestors?
It's just that I won't be very great at it.
Gabreth.
Gabreth. Yeah.
I don't know if the
Right.
shaman wants to repair people's shoes though. It seems a bit below the
Yeah.
shaman.
I could repair people's shoes.
Yeah, I can help with the shoe repair.
Oh, okay. You're willing to,
Yeah.
lower
Yeah.
yourself, help people. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Toma, do you want to make a snare setting roll for me, please? 3 dice, as always.
Nine.
9. Okay, you go out into the night and set a bunch of, snares to catch small rabbits and other things that might be used to help insulate the shoes. Beatrice and Gabreth, can I get hand sewing rolls from you, please?
Yeah.
As you desperately repair the shoes in the hope that, they'll be able to last out the next 2 days.
Oh yeah. I have Skincraft and I've got the Hands of the Ancestors.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that I do a
6,
great job. I got a 7.
8, 9, 10. I got a 10 again.
Okay.
I didn't get a 10 last time, but I got a 10 this time. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Desmond, I love your touchy-feely hand background. It's so you.
It's good.
Okay. The night falls quite rapidly. I'm just checking. I think none of you have got special resistance. Can I get everyone to make for me a 2d6 roll, please?
2d6.
If someone has anything that gives them a benefit to resist the cold, now would be a moment to call that out.
Like what?
Ooh.
Wearing hide and skins? Would that do it?
That provides armor against the cold.
Okay.
I got 11.
Damn. I got a 6.
Okay.
I could do sculpture and make us a
9.
shelter. Get out of
Okay.
the sun,
9.
out of
Did
the
anyone
bottom.
else get below a 7?
Hang on,
I
I'll
did.
roll.
Okay.
Yes,
oh my God,
me.
the 2 sewers, the 2 hand sewers,
Oh, and me.
and you. Yeah, that makes sense.
5.
The outcast, the warrior, and the face.
And the guy getting the firewood.
The guy getting the firewood. Okay. Oh, it's, yep. You each take 3 points of damage after your furs.
Oh.
So 3 points of stamina.
God.
Reduce your stamina by
3
3.
points of stamina.
Yeah, from the cold. The bitter, bitter cold.
Oh.
It is cold out there in the wilderness. The next
It is.
morning, you awaken, and Toma, you have managed to snare a brace of conies. I may throw in a bit of Lord of the Rings for you there.
So we have breakfast and
Some
Footwear.
insulation.
Well, insulation.
insulating
yes.
fur from some
Yeah.
white hairs. Okay. Can I get another craft roll, please, to apply said furs without them being too awful to people's feet? Who's volunteering?
I'll do it.
Okay.
11. Woohoo!
11. The shaman whispers special magical incantations over the shoes, and they're somehow immediately warmer. The magic works.
Mm.
Excellent. There's a whole Terry Pratchett line about the hand sewing thing being magic at one point. That's all I
Yes. Yes,
remember.
absolutely. Chanting.
That's right. Chanting. That's right.
Work.
Okay. The shoes are ready. You forge once again into the wilderness. Sadly, I can't make you make a getting lost roll because Beatrice can't get lost. That makes me sad. Hashtag sad face. Hashtag Blizzard. Okay. At the end of the 3rd day of travel, we skip across. You've eaten the conies. They're delicious. You arrive at the outskirts of another village. This is a village of a different clan, so they don't follow the otter. They follow the elk. And Susanna strides ahead of all of you at this point, making her way in. As she walks in, she is greeted, embraced even, by the chieftain of the tribe. You notice instantly that the chieftain does not have a wife. He is not accompanied by a female member of his tribe. Rather, he grabs Susanna in his arms, sweeps her up, and kisses her, or rubs his nose against her nose. I don't know. Maybe it's rubs noses. Let's stick with the Eskimos. Let's go there. Sorry, Inuit. My apologies for calling you Eskimos. Rubs his nose against her nose and then embraces. They are clearly lovers. Some of you who'd been harboring perhaps some thoughts of your own are instantly crushed. He is, of course, a large, heavily built, proper warrior type. He looks like a chieftain of a tribe. His eyes, grey glitter across his bushy face. He's wearing the finest, heavily, built clothes. His people clearly do well, but yet there is there's a haunting to his eyes, a slight shadow in them, if you will.
Mm.
Right.
I think he's the bull elk.
Indeed. He may even have the blessing of the bison, I think it is, which makes him more likely to have boys. Literally a talent. Okay, so he greets you all. Welcome. Thank you for making this trip with my beloved Susanna. You have come to help us, great shaman. And he looks at you. You do notice that many of the people of this tribe are nodding when they look at you. You look like a shaman. You're kind of bent. You're a bit twisted. You're old. You've got all the right
Grizzled.
Yeah.
and you look crotchety. I'm not going to lie, you're giving off a
Nope.
vibe.
Oh, she's
then
crotchety,
I'm
all right.
doing it right.
You are doing it right.
I'm doing it right.
The funny thing is, while your tribe was envious of Susanna, this tribe is envious of your tribe because you've got a proper looking shaman. I mean, we've got this woman who doesn't look like a shaman at all. Like, you know,
Doesn't
people meet
do
us and they go, so
anything.
who's your shaman? And it's like, we're judged.
Grace us with your gifts of repugnance.
That's right.
Yeah.
Bless us
We're
with
all
your
much
warts.
too good looking.
That's right. They are very good looking. You're quite right, Gurnt. They look hale and healthy and fit.
Hmm.
So, you've come to help us drive away this spirit, this creature from the darkened lands, from the shadow.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you
What
so
have
much.
they done so far? I whisper to Gabreth. What have they done to drive it out so far?
Patience.
Mm.
Patience.
Like back to whittling.
Good. He looks at you. You look at him. You see each other eye to eye. He's obviously not used to that. Warrior, I see you bear the
Yes.
sacred war club of your tribe.
I do.
Excellent. May you wield it against this spirit and bring it to the ground. I have been banned from hunting it by Susanna. She tells me it would be a great taboo if I was to hunt it. So I must ask you to hunt it on my behalf. You seem like a mighty warrior. You should lead the war party that hunts it down and destroys it.
Sorry, Galbraith.
It is not for
Game
me
recognizes
to
game.
lead. Yeah. It's not my job to worry about that part.
Excellent.
I'm not concerned.
Well, come, we must feast. And he brings you all together. As you step into the tribal grounds, the blizzard, which had somewhat abated as you approach the tribe, closes back in. And a heavy, cold wind blows through the whole village. You can see snow, sort of flurrying down. It's blinding out there. It wasn't that way a few seconds ago. In the distance, as you are being taken through the center of the tribal camp, you hear a high-pitched screeching sound coming from outside the camp. Everyone in the tribe looks in horror as they hear the sound, and they instantly run to their A-frame tents because they're a different clan to you. They don't use proper teepees; they use A-frames. And
Foolish elk.
foolish elk. That's it, exactly. Foolish elk. And they scurry away. He looks in the chieftain. Bruce the chieftain. Right next to Bruce.
Bruce.
Hey, Bruce. Bruce the chieftain looks in horror himself and says, "It is upon us! Quick, follow me!" And he gestures towards the largest of the tents in the tribal space and points to all of you and gestures that you should come in immediately.
Okay.
What do you do?
Does the noise of whatever the spirit, does it sound like any animal we might have encountered before? Can we make a kind of
Make a roll.
goal?
Make a roll.
Okay.
And if you have a particular perception skill or something of a similar nature you want to argue for, now is the moment, people.
I don't. I'll just make a roll.
Okay.
2d6. Okay.
As well.
And I got a 6, a 2, and 8.
You got an 8?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
6.
And you got a 6, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so it sounds like It doesn't sound like an animal you've heard before, but it does sound like something you've heard before, but you can't place it.
All right. I'm going to call on Gurnt to stand beside me, and Gulmead, I want you behind me, but we're going to be outside the tent. I want to get a view of this spirit so I can see if I can recognize it with my eye of the panther.
Ooh, okay.
Mm.
So, Gert, are you going to stand outside?
Yep. By
All
all
right.
means. By all means.
All right.
The honor of the Otter tribe is resting on my broad, manly shoulders.
Indeed.
That's all right.
Toma, Beatrice, Desmond, what are you doing?
I might stand outside as well, if in case anybody needs a massage.
Here for emotional
Okay,
support.
Right.
Exactly.
let me work that.
Exactly.
Work it out.
You
Work
can
it
do
out.
it.
Work it out.
Yeah.
I will happily stand the back.
Behind
A little
everyone
bit.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says that I have wisdom of the mammoth and I can detect lies or understand the emotions of both human and animals.
Yeah.
Mm.
There's something weird going on with this tribe. Will that help?
Yeah.
Make a 3 dice roll for me.
I want to know about it, Toma. I want to know about it. I know something as weird is going on here, and I have some strong suspicions about what it
10.
is.
Okay, you think the chieftain is it's more than just fear. It's shame as well as fear.
Mm.
So I'm just gonna
So
sidle up.
he's like hiding in the tent,
Mm.
like he's not outside with you guys. So you've all stood out, almost all of you, even Beatrice, are now standing outside. He's gone into the tent, like he's not looking out.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna sidle up to Gabreth and go, I think the chieftain has some part in creating this monster or spirit.
Thank you.
Mm.
He's not hiding out of fear.
I wonder if he was married before. He had a wife before and something happened. Mm.
There is darkness riddled through this tribe, and we must find the heart of it and cut it out. Keep your eyes open for me. I want to know everything you see.
Well, Toma, you've got respect from the shaman. That's never happened before. You don't quite know what to make of it. Okay.
It's okay, Toma. She just used you like a tool.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
And since I am also a thief and a coward and I have cunning of the weasel, I'm going to go hide.
Right, okay. Possibly
Sensible.
in the tent with the chieftain. All
I
right.
think she's calming the chieftain down.
Can I get so the snow flurry has stopped at the edge of the camp. And what you realize is that it's like the blizzard has stopped at the end of the camp.
Yeah.
There has been
Right.
some great magics worked on the edge of the camp to
Mm.
create a boundary.
I'll boldly stride out towards that boundary. and see
Oh,
what I can
okay.
see outside.
So you stride out towards the edge. Can I get a 2d6 roll from you, Gert?
Don't disrupt anything on the ground.
Do you have
Gert.
anything that deals with bravery, Gert? Do you have a
Club?
I've got well, yeah,
you've
club.
got Fury of the
Fury of the
Lion,
Lion.
don't you?
Yeah, I do.
And okay, Fury of the Lion. That sounds promising. Fury of the Lion, guided by the lion, blah 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 blah. He's granted +1 bonus to all attack bonuses, and you gain a bonus to scare animals. Okay, cool. But you are brave.
Perhaps
All right.
stupidly so.
Perhaps stupidly so. Almost certainly in this case.
But
So you step out to the edge of the campsite. You see, can I get a 3d6 roll from you, please.
Sure.
Don't roll what I just rolled.
12.
12. That's a good number.
Nice.
Okay. You see a shadowy figure moving around in the snow. You realize as it comes into focus, as it sprints towards you, bounding at great speed on all fours, like a blue baby tearing its way out.
Get this batter, Bob.
like a blue baby tearing its way out of a courtier's stomach. Not that I mean, not a common analogy, but I think one we can all understand where that's coming from. It leaps at the thing, and you get ready to swing at it with the club, right? I assume you see this form, you draw the club back, and then it hits the edge of the campsite and bounces off. And in that moment, as it hits the edge of the campsite, you don't flinch. You're not worried by this. But you do feel fear for the first time in your life, Gurnt, because staring you in the face is the gaunt, emancipated face of a human that has been worn away and stripped of its fat, so it's just flesh against bone, and these bulging red eyes glowing at you. It scrabbles at the edge of the campsite, and then realizing that it can't get to you unless you step out from the protection.
Stay within the bounds,
Just
Gurnt.
pausing.
Yep.
No, okay, good.
I will stand
Stay.
within the bounds and I'll take a swing at it with my club.
No, it's
I
too
am
far
done.
away. It's
Yeah.
too far away. It's too far away.
Stay
You
within
swing.
the bounds, Gurnt. I'm going to come up closer to her.
Okay, you can.
And then use my Eye of the Panther to try
Okay,
and
well, it's bounded
learn more
off by
about
the time you
okay.
come up. It's like it's there for a second. It
It's
scrabbles against the edge, realizing that it can't penetrate, but screeching at you now. And you realize that sound that you couldn't pick before. It was the sound of a child's voice, screeching in anger, and then it bounds off into the darkness of the ice of the blizzard.
a child. This is worse than I thought.
I'll try to explain what I've seen and probably fail dismally and have to resort to like daubing something in ochre on the outside of a tent. Since I do have some painting abilities.
Yes, like an auric painter that you are. Gabreth, do you want to make a spirit knowledge roll for me, please?
Yeah. So that's the Eye of the Panther
Yeah.
one?
Mhm.
So that's what, 3d6?
Yeah.
All right. Woohoo, that would be 12 plus 5 is a lot.
Awesome.
17.
Brain.
Wow.
17, there we go.
Okay. So you feel a moment of enlightenment and you reflect. You're caught in that moment where the otter was looking at you in your dream with its wicked little smart eyes. And obviously now, finally, you understand what the otter was hinting at. This is some form of cannibal spirit.
Good. Cannibal spirit.
It has possessed this person. Some great taboo was broken.
Yeah. What would a man do trapped in a cave? What would he do to survive?
Eat his friends.
Yeah. Yep.
Lovely.
Heart of darkness. Here we come.
I rub my lucky stone around my neck on the thong
Yeah.
and spit on the ground.
Yeah. Elbreth, I'm going to need you to bring people to me. from this tribe. We need to talk to people who can, the people who are afraid to say what is actually happening. That's who we need to talk to.
Those are all of their tents.
And
Yeah.
I have Song of the Blackbird, which is a melodious voice that can charm the most hardened hearts and twisted minds.
Oh,
So,
then you are going to be my helper.
Yeah.
Come here, little birdie.
yeah, exactly. My
Come here.
melodious voice.
Just voice.
Yeah, I loaded you up, buddy. You've got, soothing hands and a soothing voice.
Exactly.
Excellent.
Yeah.
This
Please,
is
let
exactly
me
what we
massage
need.
you.
We are actually one of the most relaxed tribes around.
We are.
Yeah. No one really minds if Toma comes back or not, but Desmond has to come back.
Exactly.
Desmond would be a real loss to the tribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just imagine Desmond does morning yoga for the whole tribe.
Leads everyone through a morning yoga
Exactly.
routine.
Yeah,
Get
it's like,
everyone freshened up.
Just do what I do.
Yeah.
all right. So, about 10 minutes after all of this has gone down, the blizzard abates. And the spirit is nowhere to be seen. But one of the dogs of the camp is found torn apart outside the bounds.
Hmm.
Now, I will point out you could track it if you wanted to go out and track it.
Yeah, we could. I could help. I could easily lead a tracking expedition. Would we want to maybe do the asking questions first?
Real keen to that.
Yeah.
As the
Okay,
GM, I'm
we
just
could-
giving you options.
Yeah.
All right.
We could split
Wow.
the party. The Shamans will
Seamus.
stay here with Desmond. And the rest. can go
I'm
out
going
and
to
track.
call all of the Otter tribe to me, and we're going
Elk
to have
tribe.
a little
Elk.
outro. Sorry, that we're going to have a little huddle.
Look, I've got all
Before
my
anybody
notes
else-
written on the back of this piece of completely relevant paper. See, look, it's just there. Notes for the whole game. I just want you. I don't want you
Yeah,
guys to feel like I'm winging it because I wrote down 4 things. Technically 5.
Flashcard
So-
GMing.
Yeah,
Good
close
stuff.
judging.
Yeah.
Before any of the other tribe, Susanna's tribe, come out of their tents again, I
Yeah,
just want to have a little huddle with my
right.
people.
Okay, you're huddling. Okay.
We're huddling, and I'm
Okay,
going
Little
to
auto
okay.
huddle. We're all
Auto
holding
claim,
hands.
auto claim.
huddle.
Auto
Yeah,
claim,
Everyone has
auto
to hold
claim.
hands.
Okay. There is great darkness in this tribe, and there are deadly dangerous things that have happened, and we need to get to the bottom of them, of what has happened in this place before we can hunt the spirit. So I need you all to be listening, to be watching, and to help uncover what has gone down here. I believe that Susanna is cursed. Galmead can confirm that.
Mm. Yes, she's cursed. With what I don't know.
No, I suspect many things, have evidence of little, but I need you all to gather information from the people of this tribe and bring people to me to talk to me quietly. Right, and then
Okay, now one thing we haven't been doing, let me just quickly run you through the mana pool rules so that you know what
Yeah.
you've got there. So you've got 2 points of mana per member of the group. So you've got 12 points of mana that you can draw upon. I think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. You can use that mana to provide you with basically a bonus die. For certain roles, as long as they're relevant to the spirit. Much more though, you can actually ask for supernatural assistance. You can get supernatural protection. You can ask the spirit to go off and find out things for you, like go and watch things and come back and report. You can ask for magical healing, and you can ask that the spirit intercede on your behalf with another spirit to calm it. Now, those are each at target numbers, and the way it works is you roll your mana pool. So you decide how many dice are in your mana pool you're going to roll to hit the target number. And I will share the numbers if you ask. So just tell me if you want to do one of those things. So that's how that works. And replenishing it means doing rituals and observances, and you do have to make skill rolls to do that well and not anger the spirit. All right. So just so you're aware. Okay. So the snow stops falling. You have your little powwow. What do you want to do?
Well, we were promised a feast. That
You
seems
were.
like a good opportunity.
Yeah, when the blizzard is gone, the chieftain comes out from his tent, and so do all the other peoples. And he tells them that the spirit is, see, Susanna's magic is working. None of us need fear this spirit anymore. And he looks boldly at everyone in the tribe to dare challenge him on this point. They all look down at the ground and mutter, words of acquiescence. And then, yes, there is a mighty feast put on, or at least the attempts of one. What you do realize is food is getting scarce in the camp.
Yeah,
because they can't go out and hunt.
Yeah.
So it's not elk that you're eating today. Not that they'd eat elk, of course, because that'd be taboo. But it's not heavy meats, right? You've got a few small animals and tubers and roots. It's a pretty ordinary fare.
Are there significantly fewer elk clan members than there were when we met?
No, I don't think they would do that, would they? Unless that's part of the curse.
As in, compared to when you met them a season or so ago, when you met them at the sort of.
I guess the question is the meat? Is it anyone we've just met?
Yeah.
Or no?
Pretty much.
From the elk tribe?
No.
Oh shit! Feast. Okay. We'll just be back after we draw straws.
That's it.
No, as far as you can tell, the meat is not of any pork-like description.
We've got rabbit and bird.
That's right, rabbits and birds.
Whatever flies over the camp gets shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there
So-
anyone who didn't kind of meekly, as quickly agree with the chief?
Ooh.
Glancing up.
Yeah. Wow. There are a couple of members of the tribe that looked angry rather than sort of subdued. They didn't say anything, but they.
Can I go make my way over to them
Sure.
stealthily?
Yep. You're very stealthy. Creeping around. That you do.
I'm just gonna hang back a little bit from them and listen and see if they mutter anything.
Well, they are muttering. They're clearly very unhappy with the food. It's his fault, It's definitely his fault.
Just gonna insert myself into the conversation. Oh, how?
They all sort of look at you and spring out of nowhere.
Weasel.
They kind of clam up, like they're obviously not willing to talk about it generally. You can make a, kind of trying to work out what's going on roll.
Yeah.
You're not particularly good at getting people to talk. You're good at noticing.
I'm good at knowing what they're.
Yeah, so roll a 2d6 roll for me to sort of try and get them to open up.
That's a 9 again.
Okay, no, that's all right. All right. One of them, a younger woman, looks at you meaningfully and sort of gestures off into further away from the camp.
Okay, I'll take a short little stroll with her. Not outside of the boundary, though. I'm not stupid.
Right. Okay. Good. Are you with the other shaman?
I am.
Oh. The spirit's been attacking us for weeks.
For weeks.
Many weeks. We've barely been able to get outside of it, and I'm sure that the chieftain is somehow at fault. He just does whatever the shaman says.
Was there anything that happened unusual before the spirit started attacking? Anything out of the ordinary, perhaps? Maybe regarding your shaman or your chief?
Well, no, there was nothing. Make a 3 dice roll for me.
Mm.
11.
Okay, yeah, she's clearly lying. She clearly knows more than she's saying, but she's clearly very uncomfortable to talk about it.
And where is the shaman's the chief's wife? He's
Oh, she died years ago.
years ago.
Yep.
Did he have any children?
Okay, she just goes completely silent at that point.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna go scurrying back to the others.
So that was just a teenager out there. Yeah. Right.
Do you think we got a Cain and Abel situation here?
Sorry, I was thinking it's Tan Man. Yeah.
There's been a lot of stabbing. Yep, so you scurry back and tell Gabrith that he had a son.
Yeah, they had a son, and that there's nobody wants to talk about him, and he's not here, is he?
Yeah.
We certainly haven't seen, the chieftain talking to a teenage boy, for instance, who, talks to all the time. What about the rest of you? What are you guys doing?
Oh, well, I'm going to ask Toma to point out who she talked to Desmond.
Oh, unleash the hands.
Okay.
Desmond, go work your magic.
So Desmond goes over to that person and in his melodious voice, I feel your stress, and you're carrying a heavy burden, especially just right behind your shoulder blade. I can see it.
There's a knot. There's a knot.
Maybe I can just help relieve it. And I mean, I'll sing you songs of our tribe, of our clan, as I loosen up your back.
Oh wow!
And, maybe we can have a chat. Maybe we can have a chat about what's going on with the village and the paucity of the food that was available at the feast. Why is that the case? Why does everybody feel freaked out? A trouble shared is a trouble halved. So it does all that.
Right. Make a soothing voice roll. Give me the old 3 dice of joy.
Can you go higher than 3 dice?
10.
Yeah, by getting
So if we gave him some soothing oils to help.
What did you get, Ross? Sorry.
I got 10.
10.
Yeah.
Desmond. hears your voice melodiously speaking. And I'm not going to lie. When I was defining the talents, I did think you were Irish, and it, you know, Australians react to Irish.
Terrible stereotype.
I was putting on my my
First the
Richard
Eskimos,
my
now the
Richard-
Irish.
Exactly. I was putting on my Richard Burton sort of Welsh accent,
We can't even tell the
You
difference.
can't tell the
That's
difference.
It's all kind of Celtic-ishy, isn't it?
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. You all sound the same
All
to
the
us. Anyway.
Exactly.
Okay, so your melodious voice whispers and calms her. She and I assume you've kind of, taken her away from the group, as it were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The chieftain's son went hunting with the chieftain 2 months ago. And the chieftain came back saying that he'd been killed by a bear. And we've never seen him since. But the chieftain saw something in the blizzard, and has refused. Every time the blizzard appears, he hides in his tent.
And was there any proof of this bear attack? Was there any sort of has there
Well,
been bears?
He didn't
around
bring
this
back the
area?
body. He said that the body was taken by the bear.
Mm. And where did he say this happened?
In the mountains.
In the mountains.
Yeah, around the area.
And what was the relationship? Did the chief like his son?
He loved his son. The chieftain was
The
gone
tattoo on the
for 2 weeks, and when he returned, he said that his son had been attacked by a bear.
Interesting. And I take it that the chieftain's son was the next in line to become chief.
Yeah. Yep. But it's not quite that hereditary. But I mean, preference would have been given.
Yeah. Well, thanks very much for that information. I've unknotted your back.
You have
Yeah,
unknotted her
you know.
back.
I'll be running a yoga session tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Maybe switch it around, do a bit of Tai Chi on the side,
So
Okay.
they're turning up with rolled up yoga pelts.
Okay. We're leaning into Wurm meets modern day. All right. So is there anything else you want to achieve at the feast?
Is there anyone in the tribe that I can tell would really is wanting to talk to me? Or actually, I might ask Susanna if I could talk to any of the families who lost people to the spirit.
Oh. Why would you want to talk to them? I've already talked to them. There's nothing to learn.
Have you contacted the spirits of the departed?
Of course.
And what did they tell you about the spirit that attacked them?
It is a mighty evil spirit, and we should excise it as quickly as possible. I
see. But nothing distinctive about. I feel I could learn more from the spirits of those who have gone if their families would allow me to speak with them. Okay, yeah, you can do that. Okay, sorry, just dealing with work emails while we go.
So, well, there's nothing to learn. I've already talked to them.
I see.
I just need your help to corral the spirit, hunt it down, and destroy it.
Hmm. Hmm.
This bothering these people is unnecessary.
Right.
Hmm.
Definitely, Galmead, I want you to go and
Hmm?
find out who the families are that have lost their people, and we need to arrange. You need to arrange for them to come and talk to me when Susanna is around.
So,
Okay, all right, I'll give that a go.
Desmond to help you if you need.
Desmond, you'll be my hands.
Sorry.
Okay.
Galmead actually gets a -3 to social interactions.
My hand.
So good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Certainly. What am I rolling?
2d6.
Oh my god, that's the spot. I'll tell you anything.
2d6, and I'm adding the buff of -3.
Three.
Can I do that?
You probably can, but you can just roll the 2d6 and take 3 of it.
All right. Okay.
It's
let's
more
do that.
boring and yet simpler.
Okay. Let's do it. Yes.
That's a 4.
Hello. The lady shaman that's visiting wants to talk to you.
Oh my god!
Pointing with the hideous hands. Maybe I'll rest it on their shoulder. I've seen Desmond do this. Oh,
If I
okay.
just massage them with my hand,
That's right.
I'll feel better.
There's kind of a clicking sound as I do that from my
Oh
hand.
yeah, that's it right there. Okay,
All
you're
right, after doing that a few times, I go back and say, strange, none of them want to talk.
Did you get Desmond to help you?
Oh. Oh, okay. We'll try that again. Oh, Desmond's on it already. He's probably just followed me around.
That's right. Let me
See, the
massage
being
that
freaked
tension
out more has drawn him to them to relax them.
Desmond, are you trying to convince these people that Galmead has identified?
Yes, I'll try to help him. I'll try to sort of support him in the
Okay.
best way possible.
Roll 3 dice.
At least I didn't sing.
Trouble with following the
Uh,
instructions.
Exactly
Exactly 7. All right,
Yeah.
no, they don't talk to you.
No.
I was applying a minus because Galmead had already.
Yeah,
salted the
exactly.
ground.
Yeah.
So you got a 4 as well, no? Oh, wow.
Very well.
No one wants to talk to you, but you could talk to the spirits, Gabreth.
Oh yeah, I will be.
You can even. All right. So, does anyone else do anything at the feast? Beatrice, Gert, do you want to talk to the chieftain? He's a lad. You're a lad.
Yeah, why not? We'll swap hunting stories.
Yes,
Yeah.
I once caught a bison that was this big.
exactly. And it was.
I once got caught in a snow cave and had to eat my child.
Say hypothetically,
greatest
We've
Nice
all
work,
been
but-
there.
Say hypothetically you were in a snow cave, and the only
You were just there
food-
and your son was there and you were snowed in and like, I mean, what would you do?
I mean, I've thought about it. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, good. Could you make just a 2 dice roll for me, please? See how impressed the chieftain is by you.
The 7.
Ah, it's not bad. Look, he confides a little bit into you that he's very excited to have you all here. This spirit that's been haunting his people needs to be destroyed. He doesn't know what's going to happen with his tribe if it's not. And he's thankful that, you in particular, Gurnt, have come, because he can see you're not one of those weird, conniving shaman types. You're forthright, strike it down together, he says.
I understand that that there's been some tragedy in your family recently involving a bear, and it would be a great honor were I to hunt that bear down to avenge the slight it is bestowed upon your clan.
Okay, when you say that, he looks at you kind of half angry, half horrified. Stands up in the middle of eating and goes, "That bear is long gone," turns his back towards you and strides away from you.
Is it something I said?
The feast rapidly comes to an end after Gurnt has burnt the ground, burnt the bridge that was being built between him and the chieftain. Now the chieftain will never trust Gurnt. I just want to make that clear. Never. Okay. That night, do you want to talk to spirits?
Of course I do.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk to your spirit? Otter boy. Otter boy.
I'm still really
Actually-
keen to connect to the spirits of the people
Of the elk.
of the elk, and
Ooh, you want to reach out to the elk spirit. So not your totem spirit, but their totem spirit. You can do it.
yeah, I think I do actually.
Yep.
Okay.
Gal means giving you a
You
2 thumbs up.
You actually might need your otter spirit to intercede.
Okay. So would this be calling on the mana pool?
Yes.
Yep.
You could roll a raw roll, but I will be up front. The target number would be 12
Right.
for your trance roll, for your contact spirits roll.
Yeah.
Can I create any charms to help with this?
You can do drumming.
Yeah, no, I can do drumming.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're my drumming
Okay.
boy. Little drummer boy. Come drum
When do
for
I
me.
get to get the talking? When
Yeah.
I'm shaman.
Yeah. We gotta burn the correct plants in the fire.
I know.
Um,
I know.
and
My
all that
role's
kind of stuff.
important.
But yes, I think so. How did it work in? Could I take how many dice do we have in our mana pool? We've
You've got 12.
12.
Hmm.
So I only
Interceding.
need like 1 or 2 extra dice.
I think I'm going to make it a 9. Yeah. Or because you're not actually, because you're not actually asking it to calm. You're just asking it to kind of intercede. So yeah, 9.
Yeah.
Target number 9.
Target number 9. So if I had 4 dice, if I've got 3 dice for myself already.
Just
Yep.
add a dice to it.
So I just need 1 dice from the mana pool. Do we
Okay.
think, or 2?
Do 1.
Just do 1. Okay. So I'm going to take 1 dice from the mana pool.
Okay, so you now have 11 dice in the mana pool. Dun, 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 dun. Darkness points in reverse. Just saying.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Seriously.
What the freaking frick?
You're unable to reach the otter spirit.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. The number you've dialed is not
It's not
available.
available.
All right.
You get no spiritual guidance that night.
No.
All right. The next morning, you wake up to hear crying and sobbing from the outside the tents. In the night, something broke into one of the tents at the outer rim and dragged away a young female member of the tribe who has now been killed by the creature. She must have, actually, sorry, let me be more correct. She must have wandered outside of the protective circle, is the official line.
Oh.
So it was obviously the young woman who got a bit too chatty.
Indeed it was.
Ah.
I'm actually going to do a perimeter run of
Yeah.
looking like I'm picking up sticks and things like that.
Beatrice.
But I want to check out the actual how they've done the boundary
Okay.
and try and get a vibe off it with the talent that I've got.
Yep.
The magic of the rhinoceros.
Okay, make a roll. And Beatrice,
Because-
did you want to check things out?
Yeah. I would love to check out the kind of any sort of tracks or anything I can find around that space.
Yeah, it's not bad. 11.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I want to see if there's any like, how would I put this? Death magic associated with these things.
So powerful wards have been stood up. They're not black magic.
Okay.
They're just powerful wards. Like, there is no debate Susanna is a powerful shaman.
Yep.
Possibly more powerful than Gabrith. Because you spend a lot of time around Gabrith and you're pretty sure Susanna's cooking
Mhm.
with an extra couple of, kilojoules of gas.
Whatever gas is. But anyway.
Yeah. By the way, Beatrice, did you do a...
Yeah, I'm gonna do a checking tracks
Yeah.
roll. So I'm gonna use my nose of the wolf for that.
Yep.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. At least 2 sets of tracks lead out of the space. One of them was struggling against the other.
Mm. Any indication of size? Person? Probably not with that wrong.
Yeah. But they're not like clawed or anything.
Yeah.
They're shoes.
Somebody's hustled this person to the boundary and chucked them out.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's just who? Is it the shaman or is it the chief?
Mm.
All right. On that cliffhanger-ish thing, I think we will stop for the evening because it's almost 10 o'clock.
Yes.
And it has been a very long day. Okay. All right. So all having fun? Is it fun?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Muktuk, hard-boiled shaman. I hope you all appreciated the level of effort I put into having a sultry woman wreathed in smoke, at the beginning of the adventure.
Yeah.
I
Very
just, putting some effort in there. All right. So
It's very gumshoe.
It's very
I
gumshoe.
know. I'm thinking like this is Paleolithic police procedural.
That's right. Exactly.
It is Paleolithic police procedural.
She walked into the village. Immediately I could smell the danger upon her.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's the one. It's really funny because I remember reading these comics like 25 years ago. Apparently there's a whole thing they used to exist, but there was literally a 4-issue miniseries. And I'm pretty sure it was by Dark Horse. Yep, it was by Dark Horse. And it's called Muktuk, Hardboiled Shaman. So I've only ever read them once, but they were excellent. Well, I own them actually, I bought them, but they were excellent. Anyway, I did quite like it. All right, so in a fortnight's time, we will gather together again and explore the crazy world of Wurm. I do have to make this comment. So I read a lot of reviews of Wurm, and they were all super negative on the magic system. Super negative, right? Like, because every person who read it
Why?
was like, well, because they're all going, why have a magic system? Why not just have like a
Talents
Neolithic?
and- yeah.
Why not just have a Neolithic game, like a historically accurate
Oh.
Neolithic game where you go around and
Mm.
do stuff? It's really fascinating.
Hmm.
I think there are lots of problems mechanically with the game. I don't think the person who came up with the system thought very hard about the dice pools and how they would operate and what target numbers should be and all of that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. Like the mana pool, you can draw down as much as you want. So,
12 dice.
you know, and it's a
Yeah.
lot of dice. So it's actually hard to fail at the key rolls if you really want to invest. But hey, you know, I think
Is there a
riding the
trade-off
wave.
though?
Yeah.
There
I
is-
would say that like at least the spiritual and mystical aspects of life would have been very important to
Exactly.
Paleolithic people.
Absolutely.
So I totally buy that.
Yeah, it was important to them, the magic system, even though
Yeah.
I think that's really valid. Yeah.
And there is an argument in the book for treating it more like de-magicking some of the magic and making it more about self-belief than magic. So
Yeah.
maybe you don't
Yeah.
actually get special communication from spirits, but actually you can get assistance just through self-belief. And there's,
The bison spirit was in you all along.
that's right. The bison spirit was helping you all along. That's why you were able to save that baby from underneath that car.
That's what I have on the motivational poster behind me. The Bison spirit was in you all along.
Yeah.
All right. So
Let's go.
on that note, we will gather again in a fortnight to play the second and final episode of
Worm.
Cannibal Spirits.
Worm. Cannibal spirits.
Cannibal
Excellent.
Yeah.
Spirits.
And I have
Alright.
updated the notes. They are now pinned in the Discord channel, so everyone
Awesome.
can easily access them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lovely.
And I will actually be throwing this one and the last one up onto YouTube because actually it's kind of fun. They're good. It's good. It's good fun.
Yeah.
All righty.
It is
Talk to you
fun.
Excellent.
all
All right.
in a
Good
fortnight.
night, everybody.
See you all. Good night.
All
See ya.
right.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.